And now we want to revise module 2. Laws of exponents. Actually, let's remember together, whenever there is multiplication, we add the powers. So for example, let's say 3 power 2 times 3 power 4. There is multiplication, the same base, 3 and 3 are the same. So 2 plus 4, 3 power 6. Anything power 0 is 1. So 3 power 0 is just 1. 3 power 8 divided by 3 power 2. We subtract the powers and keep the base as it is, 3 as it is. 8 minus 2, 6. A power 1, 3 power 1 is just 3. A power m all to the power n, whenever it is 3 power 2 all to the power 6, we multiply the powers. So 3 power 2 times 6 is 12. A power negative 2, whenever there is a negative, it makes a switch. So 3 power negative 4 equals 1 over 3 power 4 equals 1 over 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 again. So equals 1 over 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 3, 9 again. 9 times 9 is 81. Scientific notation. Number multiplied by a number power something. This can be positive or negative. But the A, it must be 1 or greater, and it must be less than 10. So it can be equal to 1, but it must be less than 10. For example, 3.1 times 10 power negative 4. This number is greater than 1, and it's also less than 10 times 10 power 4 or negative 4. For whatever the number is. To add or subtract any scientific notation. For example, 3 times 10 power 2 plus 4 times 10 power 2. Take care what we should do. The exponents of the 10 must be the same. So 3 times 10 power 2 plus 4 times 10 power 2. 2's are the same. Add 3 plus 4 equals 7 times. Should I add the powers? No. In addition or subtraction, we keep it as they are. So 7 times 10 power 2 as it is. So we only add the numbers only. 3 plus 4, 7. Make sure that your result is in scientific notation form. It must be in scientific notation. And the same thing here applies for subtraction. For example, if it is 8 times 10 power 4 minus 3 times 10 power 4, subtract 8 minus 3, 5 times. Keep it as it is, 10 power 4 as it is, 10 power 4. Now comes the question for multiplication and division. 3 times 10 power 4 multiplied by 2 times 10 power 3. Multiply 3 times 2, 6 times 10 power 4 times 10 power 3. It's 10 power. What happens to the powers here? 4 plus 3, 7. Why? Because we have just said in multiplication of the same base we add the powers. So it becomes 6 times 10 power 7. What if the question is a division question? We should say 8 times 10 power 7 divided by 4 times 10, let's say power 3, equals. Subtract 8 minus 4. No, not 8 minus 4. The powers are the ones that are subtracted. So 7 minus 3. So times 10 power 7 minus 3, which is 4. But 8 is divided this time, divided by 4, which is 2. So 2 times 10 power 4. Is it scientific? Yes. And that's it. Let's start. Find the value of each power. Now he is asking about 3 power negative 4. What is 3 power negative 4? We said that the negative makes a switch. So it becomes 1 over 3 power 4. Instead of 3 power negative 4, it will be 1 over 3 power 4, which is 1 over 81, as we have just mentioned before. because 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, 4 times, 81. Anything power 0, 1. 4 power 4 is 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4, 16. 4 times 4, 16. 16 times 16, multiply. 6 times 6, 36. 6 and carry up, 3. 6 times 1, 6. Plus 3, 9. Put the 0. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 1 is 1. Add 6, 15. So it is 256. This is the answer. Use the properties of exponents to write an equivalent expression. Multiplication, add powers. Keep the base, 3 plus 7, 10. Division, subtract the powers. Keep the base, subtract 6 minus 2, 4. 10 power 3, all power 5. Whenever there is a power raised to another power, we multiply them. Keep the base 10. 3 times 5, 15. Convert each number to scientific notation or standard notation. Before I go to conversion, let's give a little bit challenging question. If you have 8 power 3 times 8 power 7 over 10 minus 2 power 0 times 8 power 5, what would this be? 8 power 3 times 8 power 7 is 8 power 10. 3 plus 7, 10, because there is multiplication. So we add the powers. 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 minus 2 power 0, anything power 0 is just 1 times 8 power 5. Division, 8 power 10 over 8 power 5, keep the base as it is. Of course, this is times 1, so we can remove this. 8 power 10 over 8 power 5. Subtract the powers. Whenever there is division, I subtract powers. 10 minus 5 is 5, so it's 8 power 5. Convert each number to scientific notation or to standard notation. 2000. If I want it to be scientific, I will put the decimal point after the 2, directly after the 2. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. So it is 2 times 10 power 3. Why positive 3? Because I move to the right 3 steps. Again, put the decimal point. Where should it be? A number greater than 1, less than 10. After the 9. So it's 9.1 and so on. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is 9.1, 0075 times 10 power. How many steps did we move to the right? 7. Right or left? Right. So it is positive 7. Now 1.0395 times 10 power 9. The decimal point must move to the right 9 places. The first step here, we switched from standard to scientific. Standard to scientific type. Now it is scientific and I want it to be standard. 9 is positive or negative, positive. So we should move to the right. Let's see. 1.0395. Move to the right 9 steps. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the empty places will hold just zeros. So the answer will be 10395. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 times 10 power 2. 4 is the same like 4.0. Move the decimal place 2 places. Positive to the right. 1, 2. So it becomes 400. Converting also, but with negative powers. Scientific, I should put the scientific decimal point, so it becomes 2 point something. How many places did it move? 1, 2 to the left, so this is 2 times 10 power negative 2. What about this? Where is the scientific decimal? It's between the 7 and 0. So how many places did it move to the original one? 1, 2, 3, 4. We stopped here at the decimal point. So this is 7.01 times 10 power negative 4. Why negative 4? Because 1, 2, 3, 4 steps to the left. Negative. 8.9 times 10 power negative 5. This time I will move the decimal point also 5 steps, but to the left, because it is negative. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is the new decimal point, 0 before and zeros in the empty places. So it becomes 0 0.000089. Take care, because the choices will be very similar. For example, it will be 0.0089, not correct. 0.000000 like this, 89, of course not correct. So you should solve it on your own first and then pick the choice. Very good. Here in 14, 4.41 times 10 power negative 2. 4.41 times 10 power negative 2. This means I should move the decimal point 2 places to the left, so it becomes 0.0441. And that's it. We move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Which of the following is equivalent to 6 power negative 3? Actually, negative sign switches. So it's equal 1 over 6 power 3. 6 power 3 is the same like 6 times 6 times 6. 6 times 6, 36. Multiply by 6. So 36 times 6. 6 times 6, 36. 6 times 3, 18 plus 3, 21. So it's equal 1 over 216, which is A. A is 216. Take care. I wanted 1 over 216. So the correct answer is 1 over 216. A human hair has a width of about 6.5 times 10 power negative 5. What is this width written in standard notation? Take care. This is scientific and all of these are standard. Choices will be similar like this. So let's think. 6.5 times 10 power negative 5. The decimal place will move how many places? 5 places. To the left or to the right? To the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is the new position of the decimal point. 0 before, zeros in the empty places. Why did I move left? Because the power is negative. Now count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. 5 zeros was a decimal point here in between, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. This is the correct answer. Now let's think of this word problem. 786,700,000 passengers traveled by plane in the United States in 2010. What is this number written in scientific notation? All of these are scientific and this is called standard. Very good. Let's see. 7, 8, 6, 7, and I still have 5 zeros. So let's count. Where should I put the decimal point? Between the 7 and 8. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now it is 7.867 times 10 power 8. Because I'm just moving the decimal point to the end of the number. So it is C. Operations. We have 4 operations: plus and minus, addition and subtraction, multiplication and division. In addition and subtraction, they should have the same power. Multiplication and division, it doesn't matter. But here is subtraction and addition, so they must have the same power. 10 power 6 and 10 power 6. Very good, so I can start. 7 times 10 power 6 minus 5.3 times 10 power 6. Keep the power as it is. 10 power 6, 10 power 6. Keep it as it is. 7 is the same like 7.0. 0 minus 3 can't be borrowed. 6, 10. 10 minus 3, 7. 6 minus 5, 1. And I still have a decimal point here in the middle, so just keep it as it is. So the answer is 1.7 times 10 power 6. Add. Here also in addition, we should keep the powers as they are. We should have the same power. Take care. In this question, This is 10 power 4 and this is 10 power 5. So the question is 3.4 times 10 power 4 plus 7.1 times 10 power 5. I want to add, but are the powers the same? No, we should make them the same. We should subtract 1 from the 5 to make it as the 4. Let's agree, whenever I have a greater power, subtract 1 from it to be 4. If you subtracted 1, this means that I have divided here by 10. So 5 minus 1 is 4. So it becomes times 10 power 4. But if you divide it by 10, you must at the same time multiply by 10. So this decimal point will move one step to the right because I multiplied by 10. So subtract 1, move one place to the right, so it becomes 71. What about the first number, 3.4 times 10 power 4? Keep it as it is. So 3.4 times 10 power 4. Add 10 power 4 and 10 power 4. It is addition, correct? So keep it as it is. Keep it as it is, 10 power 4. Times 71 is the same like 71.0. Add 4 plus 0 is 4. Decimal point 3 plus 7. 3 plus 1 is 4. And the 7 as it is. So 74.4 times 10 power 4. Again, is this scientific? No. We should make it scientific. We need to move the decimal point one step to the left. So it becomes 7.44 times 10 power something. When you move the decimal point one step to the left, this means what? You divide it by 10. So I must at the same time multiply by 10. Multiplication, add powers. 4 plus 1, 5. So easily, I just added 1 to the power and moved the decimal point one step to the left. So briefly, when you want to make it scientific or to change the decimal point place, move one step to the right, subtract 1. Move one step to the left, add 1. This is in the case if you want to convert to scientific. Multiplication and division. 2 times 10 power 4 multiplied by 5.4 times 10 power 6. The tens will be multiplied together. 10 power 4 times 10 power 6. Multiplication, add powers. 4 plus 6, 10. So it's 10 power 10. 2 times 5.4. What is 2 times 5.4? Multiply. 2 times 4, 8. 2 times 5, 10. So it is 10.8 times 10 power 10. Is it scientific? No. We should move one step to the left by dividing left, divide by 10. So at the same time, I must multiply by 10. Whenever I multiply, I add powers. So it becomes 10 power 11. And this becomes 1.08 because we move the decimal point one step to the left. Division. We also divide the tens together and we divide 7.86 divided 3. 7.86 divided by 3. Long division. 2 times 3 is 6. 7 minus 6, 1. Drop the 8. 18 divided 3, 6. 6 times 3, 18. Subtract 0. Drop the 6. 6 divided 3 is 2. So the answer is 2.62. Why? Because I keep the decimal point in the same position. So it becomes 2.62 times 10 power what? Here is 9, here is 4. Subtract 9 minus 4 is 5. Why did we subtract? Because it's division. So 9 minus 4 is 5. Word problem. Each entry-level account executive in a large company makes an annual salary of this if there are 5.2 times 10 power 2 account executives in the company. How much do they make in all time? In this question, he's saying each account executive, each one is making this salary, which is 3.48, which is 3.48 times 10 power 4. Let's write this here. 3.48 times 10 power 4. This is the salary. And how many people are there? How many account executives are there? There are 5.2 times 10 power 2 account executives in company. He is asking how much do they make in all. So we multiply each salary by the number of people to know how much do they all make. So the number of people is 5.2 times 10 power 2. So let's multiply. 3.48 times 5.2, 3.48 times 5.2. Multiply. Here you have 2 decimal places, here you have 1 decimal place. 2 times 8, 16. 6 and carry up, 1. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1, 9. 2 times 3 is 6. Magic 0. 5 times 8, 40. 0 and carry up, 4. 5 times 4, 20. 20 plus 4, 24. 4 and carry up, 2. 5 times 3, 15 plus 2, 17. Add 6, 9, 10. 1 and 7 is 8. And it is 18096. 2 decimal places and 1 decimal place. So the answer should have 2 and 1, 3 decimal places. 1, 2, 3. So it is 18.096. 18.096 times 10 power 4 times 10 power 2 multiplication. So we add powers, which is 10 power 4 plus 2, 6. Is it scientific? No. Move one step to the left by dividing by 10. At the same time, you must multiply by 10. So what will happen? 1.8096 times 10 power 6, and here is 1 multiplication, add powers. 6 plus 1, 7. So the answer is the 1.8096 times 10 power 7. Thank you so much. This is Mr. Mahmoud. Please feel free to send me any questions on Classera. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much, and bye bye.